Hey there, Chris McCarthy here with Brand Identified, and today I'm going to walk you through a AI business integration system to define your differentiator and build authority with your brand. So you're going to be able to use this 6-step framework to define what makes your brand different and back it up with proof, positioning, and perspective that earns trust, builds authority, and attracts the right audience. So this is what we're going to cover today. First off, we're going to go through that 6-step AI-powered framework. Then we're going to identify and answer 10 questions to help you define your AI strategy. We're then going to show you how to accelerate that strategy using the custom GPT over at BrandOptimizer.AI. I'm then going to walk you through a 6-step AI prompt sequence to customize your framework and your strategy using BrandOptimizer.AI. And then I'm finally going to show you how to install Brand Growth AIOS into your business. So let's go ahead and get started. So step number 1 of the AI-powered framework is going to be to define. So you're going to start by answering these 10 positioning and proof building questions. Your answers will surface what sets you apart, how you deliver your results, and what evidence supports your authority. So question number 1 is, what do you believe makes your business different from competitors that are in your space? This is your edge. Whether it's your approach, your process, or your values, clarity here is what sets your brand apart. Question number 2 is, what is your current unique value proposition or your positioning statement if you currently have one? We need to know how you're communicating your value. If it's vague or too generic, it won't land with your target audience. Question number 3 is, do your prospects and your clients understand what makes you different? This tells us whether your message is coming through clearly or if it's getting lost or forcing you to compete on price alone. Question number 4 is, what forms or social proof do you currently have in place? Things like testimonials, case studies, or results give your claims credibility. Without this proof, authority is difficult to establish. Question number 5 is, where are those proof points currently shown or communicated? We need to make sure that your best proof is actually visible on your website, in your sales process, and in all of your marketing content. Question number 6 is, do you regularly publish thought leadership or perspective content? Authority is built through consistent insight. If you're not sharing your viewpoint, you're missing an opportunity to lead the conversation within your space. Question number 7, what topics or viewpoints are you uniquely qualified to speak on? Your real authority comes from experience and insight. This helps us define the topics where your voice matters most. Question number 8 is, how often do you feel like you're being compared to lower cost or less qualified competitors? If this is happening frequently, your differentiation is likely isn't strong enough or visible enough to shift the conversation. Question number 9 is, do you have a clearly defined niche, category, or audience that you're known for serving? Being known for something specific makes it easier for the right people to find you and for you to position yourself as the expert. And then question number 10 is, if your differentiation and authority were crystal clear, what would that change in your business? Whether it's better clients, higher conversions, or stronger confidence, this defines what we're building towards. So step number 2 here is to clarify. You want to define your unique positioning in one sentence. Your differentiator should be clear, specific, and relevant to your ideal client's needs, not generic claims. So you want to highlight what you do better, faster, or more effectively. You want to focus on outcomes, not just services. You want to use language that your audience already understands. And you want to make sure that you avoid words like quality or trusted unless you can prove them. And within this step and the additional steps within this framework, I've given you some AI prompts. Now, these are specifically BrandOptimizer.AI prompts. So this one, for example, is, we are a, and you insert your business type there, that serves your target audience. And then based on our strengths and our feedback, help us write a clear differentiator sentence that defines what makes us the best choice. So then you're going to take those 10 questions and the answers to those questions and add those to this prompt. But I want to make sure you're not just dropping those into ChatGPT or another large language model. You want to make sure that you're going over to BrandOptimizer.AI. Now, this is a custom GPT over at ChatGPT that is built upon the entire knowledge base over at Brand Identified, built on 25 years worth of experience working with dozens of different clients. So it accesses that specific knowledge base, not just some generic LLM model. So you want to head over to BrandOptimizer.AI, click on Launch the Custom GPT. This is going to open up ChatGPT, but in the BrandOptimizer.AI interface that has access to that knowledge base. So you're just going to go ahead and prompt this prompt and the additional prompts coming up right here in this BrandOptimizer.AI custom GPT. So now moving on to the next step, that is step number 3, and this is prove. So you want to back up your differentiator with proof and data. Authority requires evidence. So we collect and format the metrics, the case studies, and the testimonials that validate your positioning. So list your most powerful stats or your client outcomes, gather social proof, logos, awards, or media mentions, choose 2 to 3 core case studies that align with your differentiator, and format each into an easy-to-use story block or a graphic. And then once again, we've provided you with another BrandOptimizer.AI prompt for step number 3. Step number 4 is to articulate. Package your proof into persuasive brand assets. Now we turn that raw data and outcomes into messaging that builds trust across your website, sales materials, and all of your content. So create a Why Us section that explains your proof and performance. Turn your stats into visuals or infographics for your homepage. Rewrite your about, services, or sales pages to reflect your positioning, and include client quotes or logos throughout your site. And then I've provided you with another BrandOptimizer.AI prompt for step number 4. So step number 5 is to broadcast. So use the content to reinforce thought leadership. Authority is built over time through repetition, perspective, and visibility. So show what you know and how you think. So you can share your stories, your lessons, and your insights from client results. You can post regular opinion content that reflects your unique point of view. You can speak on podcasts, panels, or in industry spaces. And you want to add a blog or a resource section to your site that ties back to your positioning. And then we've provided you with another BrandOptimizer.AI prompt for step number 5. And then finally, step number 6 is to systemize. So you'll make your differentiating part of your brand systems. To stay consistent, your positioning and authority content should live in a central system that your whole team can access and use. So create a positioning guide document with proof points, brand beliefs, and core differentiator messaging. Train your sales and your marketing teams to speak from the same source. Regularly update proof and content to reflect new wins, and align internal and external messaging around your key claims. And then we've provided you with another BrandOptimizer.AI prompt for step number 6. Next, we're moving into a 6-step prompt AI sequence that you can input over there in BrandOptimizer.AI to instantly create your custom strategy using these prompts. So the first prompt is a strategy prompt that is help me build a complete strategy for differentiator and authority building that aligns with our brand and our business goals. Step number 2 is an execution prompt. This is give me a step-by-step execution plan to implement differentiator and authority building effectively in our business. Prompt number 3 is an audit and an optimization prompt. This is audit our current differentiator and authority building and recommend improvements or optimizations that we should make. Prompt number 4 is a template and a tool prompt that is provide a fill in the blank template or a framework that I can use to create or improve our differentiator and our authority building. Prompt number 5 is a role-based prompt. So this is how should A, and you're going to want to input your role or title or position within your organization. So for example, founder, CMO, or marketing manager, approach differentiator and authority building in a growing business. And then the final 6th prompt here is the integration prompt, and that is how does differentiator and authority building connect with or support other areas like marketing, sales, or operations? So take each of these 6 prompts and implement them or add them over into BrandOptimizer.AI to build out your entire strategy. So next up is the Brand Growth AIOS. This is an AI-powered operating system to optimize your business, and it's a proprietary 16-phase optimization and execution strategy that integrates 60 specialized services into one unified growth engine. It is designed to transform your business into a high-performance, fully optimized, and scalable operation. Every service is delivered in a structured, sequence-based framework that starts with deep diagnostics, applies proven strategic models, and then executes with AI-enabled tools and automations. Now, I've prepared a short overview of the Brand Growth AIOS system that I will queue up right now, but also make sure you visit brandidentified.com for more information, and then also check out brandgrowthaios.com as well. The Brand Growth AIOS is a complete operating system for your business. It's a proprietary 16-phase optimization and execution strategy that pulls together 60 specialized services into one unified growth engine. The entire system is designed to take your business from where it is today and transform it into a high-performance, fully optimized, and scalable operation. Now, here's the important part. This isn't just a collection of services thrown together. Every step is structured, it's sequence-based, and it follows a very specific framework. We begin with deep diagnostics, then move into proven strategy models, and then bring it all to life with AI-enabled tools and automations. Once the Brand Growth AIOS is installed inside your business, here's what you can expect. Your company will run on a streamlined, data-driven, AI-supported infrastructure. You will deliver a consistent, high-quality client experience that drives both retention and referrals. Your offers, pricing, and positioning will be optimized for your market. You'll have predictable opportunities coming in through campaigns, funnels, and content systems that are built to work together. And you, as the founder, along with your leadership team, will finally be able to focus on strategy instead of being stuck in daily execution. So let's talk about what that means for your role versus ours. Your role requires only a minimal time investment, about 15 minutes per day for quick approvals and roughly 30 minutes a week for high-level strategic reviews. That is it. Our role is to handle everything else: the audit, the strategy, the design, the build out, the optimization, and the execution of your complete Brand Growth AIOS. That way, you can stay focused on leading your business while we install the system that allows it to scale.